Hello, I'm the Deer Runner. In this analysis video, I will continue my multi-part series on Deku's original quirk with part 2. In the first part, I covered a basic introduction that answered the most critical questions without going into too much detail, as it was an introduction, which I determined Deku's original quirk is a powerful, living information gathering quirk that manipulates the world through direct mental manipulation of Deku, and in regards to how Deku moves, physical manipulation. It is shown to activate through interpreting Deku's desires, but this living quirk is significantly mentally impaired in interpreting Deku's desires, making it dangerous and has a severe social phobia, which will allow any consequence to avoid being spotted, but the cause of these problems was not identified. This video will cover episodes 3 to part of episode 6 covering what Deku's original quirk did during the events Deku faced to get into UA as an official student. I have decided I will be going in chronological order for the remainder of this series of mine, while covering a few episodes each video to keep these videos short and easier to follow. This will contain spoilers for the My Hero Academia series. This is your final spoiler warning. The first event, Training Received One for All. In this one, All Might calculated a few months of training for Deku, so when he gives One for All to Deku, it won't have the severe backlash of power kill Deku. We can easily see All Might was surprised Deku went beyond expectations, but since no math was given, we can't for now see what parts were unusual, so no way to see what was the manipulated parts, though unusual beyond expectations involving Deku in some way outcomes are symptoms of this quirk. So I will move on to the next event. UA Angel Exam had only one path to victory. Deku had to use his one-time use attack to take out the big robot while looking like he was trying to save people, to get 60 hero points instead of destroying robots with points. First, Deku's quirk made him avoid using his one-time use one-for-all quirk, having him delay at the start, head to areas there are no robots, and freezing up when seeing robots, allowing others to take them out. So mental manipulation to guide and hinder Deku to keep him from using his one-time attack he did not know was one time, with scanning leading him to areas he can't compete in. When the big robot appeared, Deku was next to the only large group of heroes close by to it, and was far enough away to not get hit by the debris, but still able to engage the robot in time and see if there was any people that couldn't get away. So that just removed a heroic action of Deku, and with him trying to save himself with an attack, it would have happened if Uraraka didn't save him likely. But Deku's quirk had enough time to scan for ways it could survive and notice Uraraka positioned to save him. So to add more hero points, his original quirk made it look like he would sacrifice himself by letting her save him while he shows no sign of saving himself, but had an ace up his sleeve with one-for-all attack that would make his other arm broken as well, so to make him look like his sacrifice was greater in that way as well, for more hero points, which Uraraka's saved impossibility happened. Which at once looking over them were likely close enough and talked enough to reveal the true point system of the event, which hero points were not told to the participants directly, so all this seemed like mental manipulation and scanning. Deku somehow managed to hit the robot in the face in a way that caused massive explosions throughout it, which that trajectory easily could have been off, so likely was physical manipulation. Also, this is the first time in the distance traveled where the leap was extraordinarily large. He had a large chance to miss, especially aiming for the robot's head like that, which instead he hit exactly in a way to cause an impressive chain reaction, increasing his chances to pass with the show impressing the judges. Deku's quirk already demonstrated extreme control of his physical movements and will be shown to be in near perfect control, while scanning will be shown to know what a force would do. So a simple unrestricted power release through a major limb it controls physically would tear us apart, while calculating the exact movement to hit the target with the power behind it can be expected, which is shown here. Now the next event puts Deku's original quirk in a completely different environment from what we've seen so far. Every event so far had basically massive levels of potential paths, with Deku's original quirk having ample ability to choose one, with it easily able to avoid problematic paths. But this time, Deku's homeroom teacher Aizawa decided to make rules that completely restricted what Deku's original quirk can do, which was a standardized test for physical fitness in schools, but you can use your quirks. So no variety surpassed Deku's quirk can take, so any weakness that are usually avoided became unavoidable and extremely visible. Now for the test that Aizawa gave to determine if Deku should be kicked out of UA, as his quirk is causing damage to his body, was very severe, which Aizawa assumed at this point Deku should have already figured out a way to at least let off several attacks instead of just one before his quirk leaves his body to damage the fight, which Aizawa just didn't know Deku had just got the quirk that is hurting him physically. Therefore, Deku was at the first step of figuring out how to safely use this dangerous quirk. We can see that Deku was not figuring out how to safely use One For All at the extreme speed that the quirk would be able to do it for things that he plans for, and didn't catch on to Aizawa's true plan. Despite Aizawa was just holding this event to see if Deku can use his quirk without leaving himself too damaged to continue fighting, by allowing him to demonstrate it using a variety of simple physical movements he encouraged him to use his powers for, which failing to use or getting too far injured to continue would get him kicked out, as facing villains with a far too harmful power to himself would make him fail at being a hero, so pointless to train him to be a hero. Deku's quirk had decided to break Deku's entire arm in one event to get a lot of points, which Aizawa stopped it, then told him the real rules, showing Deku's quirk was completely oblivious to what was in Aizawa's mind.
What gives? I was trying to use it just now.
I erased your quirk. The judges for this exam were not rational enough. Someone like you should never be allowed to enroll at this school. You're not ready. You don't have control over your power. Were you planning to break your bones again? Counting on someone else to save your useless body? No matter what your intentions are, you would be nothing more than a liability in battle. You're worthless if you can only throw a single punch before breaking down. Sorry, Midoriya. With your power, there's no way you can become a hero. I've returned your impractical quirk. Take your final throw. Hurry and get it over with. Is he going to use his quirk and have to forfeit the rest of the events like a fool, or admit defeat and settle into last place? Either way, he doesn't belong here.
Which we can see this quirk can scan the complexity of quirks in machines, but the mind is made up of even more complicated mechanisms that is outside the range of what our technology can scan in regards to exact thoughts and memories, so that sheer higher complexity level is outside the reach of this quirk, which had to have limits. The extremely slow pace and many thoughts trying to figure out how to safely use his quirk is not what the speed his quirk can do, and since it always tries to do an amazing job, it would have instead only used a little bit of his body to maximize points in many events, not just one, leaving Deku too injured for most of the remaining events. It showed if something is just too overwhelming, that it may never be able to figure it out, no matter how long it is around, which is an expected weakness of an information gathering quirk. Which last event only had the quirk know how to manipulate a sudden massive power release direction attack, which left Deku's body broken up so it would have some control of its use and readily available abilities, but not as safety, and none of the details on how to creatively use it, with a sheer selection of abilities, were not instantly available. There had to be limits to his capability to understand and to process a very complicated variable and set of variables which will be shown in later events, which left Deku on his own for this one to figure out how he can use his finger rather than his whole arm to use One For All. Also, it showed itself to be completely unhelpful during all the other tests, doing it despite the warning whoever gets last will be kicked out, which Sheku got last place anyway, while taking Aizawa's warning seriously, so desired not to lose, but his quirk just couldn't use One For All, so he failed though Deku was allowed to stay.
He doesn't have zero potential, I admit. If that were the case, I would have sent him straight home after class without hesitation. It's cruel to let a kid keep dreaming of something that will never come true.
Since Deku is part of an extraordinary powerful governmental group, as he was chosen as a champion, wielding basically godlike powers that they plan to have society rely on, we should see if they have any idea about his original quirk and what the current approach to it if they know. Which is clearly not hard to see they have no idea. Deku would have failed the entrance exam if he didn't have this quirk, but he would have course be put in the general studies course of UA, then transferred to the hero course, to start his hero training within a short period of time as he demonstrates his extreme amount of power, which a principal and All Might, knowing Deku needs to be in the hero course, this was the only course of action, sending him in or they wouldn't have an excuse to bringing him later without a lot of people asking questions, as they needed him in the system to transfer him over. They can't just take him from the outside without being very suspicious. And then he gets similar powers to All Might? That's something they needed to avoid. All Might, if he knew, would have spotted the coincidences, so would know Deku's crook orchestrated the sludge villain incident, so would have stopped this whole thing before giving power to Deku. Clearly, All Might viewed the accomplishments this crook has done as Deku being heroic and an impressive protege. Never once showed any signs he knew Deku's accomplishments were orchestrated.
There are no combat points rewarded for taking on that humongous villain, but there is opportunity, a chance to shine, to show what you're really made of. That's right. Show who you are, embody what it means to be a hero. Nothing is nobler than self-sacrifice. You told me you didn't have a power, so when I saw this timid, quirkless boy try to save a life, it inspired me to act too. There are stories about every hero. How they became great. Most have one thing in common. Their bodies moved before they had a chance to think, almost on their own. And today, that's what happened to you. Young man, you too can become a hero.
All Might, of course, would have been told if his allies knew, as he has a topmost possible clearance, as he is society's main weapon, so also had a need to know, for details of quirks being attached to One For All. And clearly, safeguards to stabilize his quirk should have been applied, which first starts with telling Deku so he can control his desires. So it makes no sense if they knew at this point, since they are the observant type. I do expect them to know eventually, so keep an eye out for it, but for now, at this extremely early point in the story, it's clear they completely missed his quirk. That seems to be all the information stored here, so I'll end my video here. As I said before, an unbroken chronological order view of events will uncover a lot of things we didn't know about this quirk. For the rest of Season 1, Deku's quirk will be pushed to extremes, facing increasingly difficult situations. His original quirk will eventually reach a point it can't make a foolproof plan while getting constantly bombarded for long periods of time. Unlike before, when during complicated events, Deku's quirk always was in complete control, except for the Saiyan incident, this lack of control will make a lot of things that weren't obvious before visible. This has been the Deer Runner, the Runner of Deer. Thanks for watching.